Welcome to Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. This is the ignorant music version right here with me and Jeff the Illis.
Yo, what up?
We're live at Jim's house. Whose house?
Jim's house.
We got special guests in the building all the way from the D. That means D as in Detroit, not Delaware.
No way. All day.
Jeff the Illis.
Yes, sir.
We got Detroit up in here. Our
Yes,
cousins,
sir.
right?
Man, close cousins.
Close cousins.
Man, all day long.
We
Detroit.
wear pellies. They wear our Sam, right?
Our song. They wear gators, too.
They wear gators?
All day.
What you know about Detroit, Jeff the Illis?
Man, let's start here. Downtown Detroit. Let's start there. Greektown. The Greektown Casino.
Okay.
The People Mover.
Yeah.
Man.
We start with the crackers first, huh?
But let's talk about Detroit for real.
Gotcha.
7 Mile, 8 Mile.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a music person, so I'm going to go down the line.
Uh-huh.
The Viners and the Clark sisters.
Okay.
You got to start there first.
Okay.
Right.
Then when we talk about hip-hop, everybody throw Eminem in the mix.
Okay.
But we, can't talk about Detroit without talking about Jay Dilla
Gotcha.
Facts.
first.
Now we got the future Detroit up in here right
Yeah.
now.
Big shout out to P. Dot 3269 Chai.
What up, though?
What's the deal?
New album called Coney Island 2.
Yeah.
Let's give some applause on that joint. Now, one thing I know for sure about Detroit and the whole Michigan movement, when we talk Coney Island, I thought it was about the hot dog.
Just the hot dogs alone?
No, just the hot dogs, the whole little food movement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tell them about what that Coney Island movement is about.
Us putting out a record of Coney Island was just our way of representing the D without having to say what up, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Coney Island is one of the main, landmarks that brings everybody in the city together no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was just our way of being clever and being different and at the same time representing our hometown.
Yeah, I like the name because some people will say Coney Island, though automatically they be on some New York shit.
Right.
But if you're from the Midwest and you go to Michigan,
On the
you
island.
see Coney Islands everywhere.
Everywhere.
Chili and cheese on everything,
Everything.
man.
Onions.
Bomb.
It's like heroes here.
Right.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about heroes? How you feel about Coney?
You all are in town for tonight. Tell us why.
We just started the Coney Island 2 promo run, the promo tour.
Uh-huh.
Chicago was our first stop. We got a show over at Coast to Coast at the WC Social Club. So we going to be there. So we just hitting the road, tapping the map, so we can network and get our sound out, let people know that we here.
Okay.
Support us, you know what I'm saying? And, we here. It's not no visit for us. We here for a while.
For a while.
For
Okay.
a while, baby.
How has the Midwest been treating you both so far in your careers?
I mean, well, in the city, it's a lot of artists in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like they definitely make you earn your just due, especially in Detroit where we from. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your grind. You got to grind. You got to work. You got to stay working, and you got to show people that you serious and make them believe in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And let them know that it's not just no hobby. It's real. But I love the grind. I love to see the 0 to 60, the 0 to 100 climb. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you can't experience without going through it. So I appreciate the grind.
Now in Chicago, Chise, P. Dot, what CEO or what's
Manager. I'm a
Manager?
jack of all trades, but I'm in my manager hat today.
Introduce yourself.
Brandon Scarborough, a.k.a. real name, no gimmicks, at Grind Life 313, ASIR, VMG in the building. Shout out Hen House. Shout out Bishop. My man Boogie at the
I like
crib.
that.
Shout out everybody. Camp.
Shout out to DJ Henhouse over there in the cut.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
We gonna rap. We're gonna rap. I got to get you on camera before you break out of here.
I got a question about the group dynamic. We don't really see a female MC and a guy get into a group together. Most of the time, it's a group of people, one female, bunch of guys. What made y'all come together? Was y'all a solo act at first, or y'all just came
I
together?
mean, we
as a
still
group?
are. We just, like I say, it's all under one umbrella. So it was really his idea to kind of like just, just let us collab. And then from one thing, it led to another.
Okay.
It was a marketing ploy.
Okay.
We all represent still our own camps and everything like that.
Right. Right. And I like the dynamic. Y'all flow. Y'all gel together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
It's
I
all
like
there
that.
is.
Like,
It's all there.
now I'm gonna be honest.
Like one thing he preach a lot is that it's strength in numbers.
Right. That's
So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as me, I'm, just trusting the process, learning, and at the same time still trying to grow and elevate.
Now I'm not gonna front P Dot. When I heard that voice, I'm like, this girl is tough as fuck. I'm like, this girl is like, she coming in hard.
And when you think that, when you hear that, right?
Right.
When you hear that, Jeff, Dot, Chise, Brandon, when you hear a voice, okay, you automatically, because we're in the era now and the wave now whereas you got the sexy female rappers, then you got the alternative female rappers, if you understand what I'm saying. So when I hear your voice, when I heard your voice, I'm like, oh shit.
She tough.
And she wasn't rapping what she was rapping, but and she wasn't rapping with that voice. It was tough, like he said. I'm thinking otherwise.
Got you.
But now that you're here,
I was like,
That's the element of
hand
surprise.
claps right there. Hand claps.
That's the element of surprise, baby. That's what it's about. That's how I get them.
Now I'm gonna tell you both, right? B sent me the Coney Island album, right? But I said, fuck that. I'm gonna go back and dig further. I went on Tidal.
Yeah.
I gave you some streams. I went on Tidal.
Thank you.
I saw the solo album. You had one with merch
Yeah, merch music.
music,
Yeah.
and you had one by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I came back to the project that Brandon sent me.
Okay.
Hand claps on that. And we're going to get into some of the songs in a brief second. You got it ready? Queued up. What was the mindset of Chise from on Temperature Check?
Temperature check. I was just talking my shit, really. You know what I'm saying? Oh, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't no rules. Okay. So yeah, I was really just talking my shit. Like, I'm kind of a lot of people kind of, know me as, what I'm saying, kind of like being humble and smooth with it. You feel me? And it's like, I just wanted to just show people where the flow was at. You know what I'm saying? That particular day, it was the beginning of the new year, and I kind of like my whole day just started off on the wrong foot.
Okay.
So I kind of like was just in the mood just to be still, and I end up, I end up being in the studio. So I kind of like challenged that energy, put it into the track. You know what I'm saying? That's how I came, because when I came into the studio, Pete I'd already had the hook and the idea.
Okay.
So basically, it was just following up what she already had opened up with. So that's when B was like, just talk your shit. You got a lot to stand on, so go ahead and just stand on that right quick.
Doc?
Well, honestly, I let the instrumental, the beat, speak to me as to what to do. It wasn't really like we went in there New Year's Day like we just gonna cook up whatever. So he put the beat on, and that's what I heard. And then once I started just walking around, saying my little, it was coming to me. The hook came to me first, but actually it was a part of the verse. But he was like, no, that's the hook, the very beginning. So he was like, no, that's the hook. You're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, I want that to be. He like, no, that's the hook. Like, that's it. But honestly, it was like, we came in New Year's Day. It was like, however you start the new year, that's how it's going to be for the year. You know what I'm saying? You come in working, you're going to stay working. It's going to be positive. But we was coming in like, okay, this is our year. We gonna stop being humble. We gonna stop sitting back, acting like it ain't our time. And, it's a temperature check. Really is basically for everybody who said no to us, for everybody who doubted us, for everybody who had something negative to say about our abilities. It was just like self-explanatory.
Real quick, before we get into the record, Temperature Check, you got it ready?
It's ready.
Tell me about the Detroit music style as far as hip hop and rap. Now, like he was naming off names and saying, different things. Sometimes you hear the Payroll Giovanni's.
Yep.
You hear that kind of version.
Yep.
Then you hear the street versions too at the same time. Then you got the other bigger artists, like Big Sean, whatever.
Yep.
Are you both from the East Side? Where you from?
I was born on the East Side and moved to the West Side when I was 8 years old. So I just say I'm both sides.
You both sides.
Yep.
I made Marlon Grasher 48205.
Okay. Brandon.
I grew up everywhere, but my base is in the Herman Gardens. That's where I started at.
That's off of
You
Joy Road.
you gotta let us
That's
know.
off of Joy Road.
gotta let
West
us know.
Side.
Herman Gardens, if you hip to your Detroit street culture, that's YBI territory. So I was a YBI offspring growing up in Detroit. A lot of my uncles and cousins and family male figures was involved in that.
With the YBI?
Yeah.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
you talking about champagne hats, Adidas top tens.
Yeah! Hand claps! Hand claps!
Gazelles.
But
What'd you say here? Straw
Straw
hats?
hats. For sure.
OG
Man.
That's how you know
over
them
there.
10, them
But,
Adidas and them straw hats, baby.
for what you
Man.
asked, though,
Wait, but y'all ain't got
I know I'm dunking
okay,
today.
I got one person who got some
I'm
Adidas
dunking.
Yeah,
I used to.
yeah.
I'm dunking.
Chise, you all right with me, brother? Okay. I'm a three striper, so that's it.
Yeah.
They'll
I
tell
love
you I'm a
three
three
stripes,
striper.
honestly.
All right, so-
I really
with
do.
Sam.
But to answer your question, because in a different life, along with him, I promoted a lot of events in the city,
Okay.
and we had a platform called the Underground Hip Hop Awards, where we championed the city for 5 years straight, from everybody from top to bottom. So, how I would classify Detroit got 4 general categories. So you got
Okay.
the street culture, which Payroll is from, and
Right.
one of the leading people in that. Sada, Vezo, Doug, T Grizzly, Cash Doll. And in the back in the day, it was Street Lords, it was Cheddar Boys, it was Rock Bottom.
Yep.
And then you got the kind of backpack hip hop, and that's Dilla, that's Slum Village. Eminem kind of come from that cloth a little bit. Then there's an alternative rap that M fits into, and you got Esham and ICP
Okay.
and people
Yeah.
like that. And then beneath all of that is what I would call our working class, middle class, underground hip hop scene. And they are veterans, both of them equally, in that scene. It's over hundreds of artists that fall in that category that has opened up for those other factions, has toured with those other factions, but whether it be financial, whether it be timing, whether it be finding the right record, they wasn't able to break through at Detroit radio. They wasn't able to break through and kind of that pecking order within the city.
Wow.
And so, unfortunately, they kind of just fall on the fringes of being an open mic artist at best. And so when I came across both of them, it was through that scene and giving them opportunities to expand through ciphers and interviewing them and having them a part of the shows I was throwing. And I just saw the potential. And so I just wanted to help in any way I can. And to his point, putting them together, I realized that hadn't been done, at least in Detroit. I can't say nationwide, but at least in Detroit, you never saw a female-male tandem. And just sonically, from listening to their music individually, I felt like they would complement each other very well. So it was just trying something new, because they both had equally been pushing on their own for the last 5 years or so.
Right.
And so it was if it didn't necessarily get to this point with you doing it by yourself, then let's all come together and
Right.
try to put all our resources together. And literally a year to date, we haven't stopped. We did one record that turned into 3 to 4 projects, that turned into 10, 12 videos. They got 2 songs at radio right now in Detroit. Shout out to Hot 107.5. It's been on radio since
Hand
March.
claps to
Wow.
that. Hand claps.
Hot 107. So y'all got Hot 107.5. Y'all got WJ.
Yep.
LB.
We campaigning with that right now. Allegedly, we don't know for certain. We ain't been able to confirm it. Dr. Darius over there did play temperature check at least a couple times, but we still trying to.
Y'all still have that. The JBL got the Saturday night local scene over there.
Yep. Both stations. So Hot has always been dedicated to the streets.
Okay.
So I would say Hot is how Power is here, versus where WGCI and WJLB is kind of the same. They're more corporate.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much the dynamic. But just in the last 3 to 4 months, their profiles has risen tremendously. And when we get back home in a couple weeks, they'll be performing alongside Trick. So shout out to Uncle Trick.
Yes, sir.
It's a big moment that's coming
And
up.
claps.
And clap.
We
What's the song you want to get into?
I let them choose. I mean, y'all was rocking.
It
Y'all
don't
was just
matter.
rocking.
Y'all go ahead.
I was
whatever
talking about
you-
temperature check.
That's how we feeling.
Man, temperature check. Coney Island 2. This joint crazy. P-Dot 3269. What's good?
That's right.
Let's get to it. Let's move.
Bitches is with your check, watch us pull up and flex. Kicking this shit and I'm over your head, watch me press. Bitches say tapping the neck on these niggas that can't be the same. Blow through your hood in the bed, bitches stuffed up in the down and upset of your dead. I'm the one with three, got on the drink, sleep niggas are wet. Step in the field, that's I really can get. Step in the ring, got a kiss in the dick, now they cutting their chick, getting whooped at the bed. Step in the booth and I'm getting that rap. Shopping my steel, I'm beating my chest. Couple the drop, think I'm who I'm gon' let, graphic again. Pass the baton, now I'm on to the stretch. Top of the key, now I'm begging the net. Run it on me, cause I'm winning a bet. Nigga a bitch, nigga a chick. Click and get split. Who you gon' call? Who you gon' get? Who you gon' sky? Stay to the street, stay to the street. Put your shit. Bitches into with your check. Watch it pull up and play. Kicking this shit and I'm over your head. Watch me press. Bitches say tapping the map on these niggas, they can't be the same. What you put in the bed? Bitches stuck up in the down and upset of your dead. Bitches into with your check. Watch it pull up and play. Kicking this shit and I'm over your head. Watch me press. Bitches say tapping the map on these niggas, they can't be the same. Bitches stuck up in the down and upset of your dead.
Feeling like it's time for my just do. Yeah. So humble, but at times I can flex too. You niggas scam for a week and think you wealthy. Get locked up and can't even afford what your bail be. Ain't words of advice, it always helped me. Yeah. I learned to play the hand the world dealt me. You know when I'm around, she say she smelt me. That's right. That's why I got a head where my belt be. 32, 69 on everything. So in love, I'ma put that on my wedding ring. Bicycle flow, watch how I'm pedaling. Never had a settlement, cause I ain't in the
A lot of
settling.
people say that.
A breath of fresh air to this music scene. You are what you eat, I order jerk wings. D-boy, pockets fat like butter bean. Diamonds in the watch and the pinky ring.
That was Temperature Check by P-Dot 3269 Chise right there. Tell me about, in a nutshell, tell me about growing up in Detroit. Paint the picture for us. I can tell you about Chicago, but
Right.
tell me about Detroit in 80s, 90s.
Boblo, the Boblo boat.
The Bob
Cedar Point, Kings Island, the carnivals in the parking lots at Kmart, Kingsway, stuff like that.
You gotta give me detail. Did you have Jerry
Man,
Curl?
but that
No,
Bob
I had a
Jerry
fun.
curl?
I had a very fun
Did you have
childhood.
Afro?
No, I wore
ponytails?
pigtails.
Okay.
Pigtails with barrettes and bowly balls.
Hey Jamal, you know Royce did a song called Bob Lobo.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it was really an island, the
Man.
Boblo Island. Yep. I was little. My mom used to take me there all the time. It's an island up off of Detroit. You used to get on it, ride it around there. You know, they used to party, used to play music, DJ. I'm talking about, used to be partying on there.
Wow.
Almost similar to like the Princess Boat. If y'all ever go to Detroit, tap into the Princess Boat. They do cruises up and down the Detroit River. Like they feed you dinner. They have live entertainment. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice little spot to go to.
80s Detroit. You
Yeah.
born in the 80s?
Yeah.
80s Detroit, 90s Detroit. When I come to Detroit, when I take a look at Detroit, I see a lot of houses, a lot of blacks in houses. Am I right for saying that?
Yeah.
Depending on where you
It
at.
depends on It depends on what hood you in though. Like,
Versus like when in Chicago, you have apartments, you have townhouses, and you have neighborhoods that have houses too.
Yeah.
I see a lot of houses in the black parts where the black delegation is at. I see a lot of houses,
Right.
homes, and everything. Okay, so I know y'all don't have a gang problem too much there like we do here. Mm-hmm. You have the clique problems. I understand.
Yes,
click.
yes
No,
and no.
it's
Yes
gangs.
and no.
I'm talking about as far as like Look, you understand what I'm saying,
No,
though,
they
right?
I'm
done
saying-
popped
I'm
out.
saying-
They done popped out. Seriously.
So just for
they
clarification,
pop. They not playing. They pop it out.
today's generation.
Yeah,
so
they not having.
I would say the millennials, the younger millennials, the gang thing is becoming more and more
Yeah,
prevalent.
it is.
Y'all got Bloods and Crips up there now?
Yes.
Now,
Okay.
for us, because most of us is a tad bit older, it was like neighborhood crews and
Right.
street
Right.
crews and
Gotcha.
drug dealing crews.
Yep.
So a lot of those guys are either died off, retired,
Older.
and opened up legitimate businesses, or
got
still
out the
served the
game.
time. So there's nobody that's like keeping those same principles and strongholds in the hoods no more. So the youth is adopting what they see through social media from other markets and other cities,
Yeah.
and it's coming back into Detroit, and it's growing. Like it's a subculture that's growing.
So the east side of Detroit, where you grew up at,
Yeah. Mac and Sheridan.
Mac and Sheridan.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about life in Mac and Sheridan up until you moved to the west side real quick.
It was a lot of big families on my street.
There we
Like,
go. See, that's what I like to hear. Go ahead.
14 kids in the house, mom and daddy, grandma, almost everybody in the same, like everybody in the family was under one roof. When I was growing up, it was fun because I had all my cousins and, I was always riding bikes, riding through Indian Village, swimming at Butzel. I had a lot of fun playing in the fire hydrant. My dad used to bust the fire hydrant open and put the little stick and it was fun for me.
Wow.
It definitely was. I got to see how my family, how the family dynamic, honestly, husband, wife, I got to see it happen. Like right
Grammar
there.
school?
Huh?
Grammar school? That
Yeah.
you went to? What grammar school?
You talking about as far as high school? I went to Frank Cody High School right on Joy Road. Joy Road, between Joy Road and Chicago on Greenview. Graduated from there. That's where I got my experience in ciphers and battle rapping. That's where I
Wow.
started where it happened at for me. Where I got
Chise?
What's that?
High school? Grammar school?
Oh, I went to Harper Woods High, which was basically on like the borderline. I stayed on 8 Mile and Gratiot, and then like once you go to 8 Mile and Kelly, it turned into Harper Woods. So I used to have to like walk a whole mile to school every day.
Yeah,
Is his mic good? His mic is good?
I gotta bring it closer.
You gotta bring it closer.
Yeah.
Sound like it's keep fading in and out a little bit. It's good? Okay, cool. Harper High School.
Harper Woods.
Harper Woods High School.
Yeah.
Like, see, we got high schools named after black icons and dignitaries. Did you all have that?
Yeah, yeah.
King High School.
Like that's a suburb school in the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At King.
B?
Through and through, Detroit Public Schools, proud of it. King High School, that's where I went.
Okay.
So
That's the same high school. What's my man name?
Who?
On ESPN?
Jalen?
Jalen Rowe?
no, Jalen went to
Jalen went
Southwestern.
to, yeah, Southwest.
Went to
Okay.
Southwestern.
South. Was it no, Southwestern. Yeah.
Southwestern.
Okay, Southwest. All right.
So, go ahead, Jeff. You about to say something?
Yeah, Southwest, and what's the name? Chris Webber went to a private school, right?
Yeah,
Went to Country
he went
Day.
to Country Day.
Country Day. Okay.
We used to
All
play
right.
there.
Now, one thing I noticed, because I had a good friend from Detroit. Shout out to my man Marcus. That top 10 movement. My God. Y'all look
Boy.
now. The top 10 movement is like Air Force Ones
Yep.
in Chicago and New York.
Yeah. You know,
Man, and I've seen some top 10s in Detroit. People are selling online that I ain't never seen. Man, talk about that top 10, the top 10 Adidas game.
I mean, we get down to Air Ones too. Again, it's generation, so
Right.
I understand what that means to Detroit culturally.
Right.
That's a little bit before my time, the top 10. So when I was coming up, Air Jordan was kind of like the thing.
Right,
and
right,
like
right.
just retro shoes in the mid 90s in general. So pennies, Jordans, Barclays, you
Hurt
know
my
what I'm
heart
saying?
right now.
I'm just
Now
being
my
real.
dad, was definitely
being
my
real,
dad.
like-
Brandon saying, fuck that. I ain't rocking that shit.
No, I'm saying, you would see her.
City.
I
Yeah,
wear more than any. I
And if
wear
you come
3
to our
stripes more than
city,
Adidas.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
people
like-
that rock Adidas. but
Yeah, it's really
Cities
big.
throw, like, 10
They got the
events
Adidas
based on
dolls. They
top
got
10s
Chucks
by
versus
itself.
Adidas parties. People be coming in there Adidas up
Really?
like they really rock.
Yeah.
It's a big
Top 10
movement.
versus what?
Chucks versus Adidas. It'd be at Shane Park. It'd be one of the biggest
big
parties
festival.
of the year.
Wow.
Everybody wear Adidas,
average
or
like
you get
10
the ones
top
that wear
10
the Chucks,
events
but
a
you
year.
see more 3 stripes walking around that mug, all different colors, all different.
Wow.
But it's
My
just a
dad actually is a
generational
huge
thing,
Adidas fan. He wear nothing but Adidas and Levi's. I swear.
though. But it's just generational. It's just like you know, if you talking to my granddad, it's Motown. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just different generations. And I was born in the '80s, but I'm a '90s baby. So everything that's not like '90 all the way down, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a through and through '90s baby.
Chise, before you got in the group with P Dot, you were doing your solo thing, or was it a group situation with Merch?
Nah, me and Merch was just, you know what I'm saying, we was two people that linked up, and, you know, at the time, we was both trying to create a name for ourselves. You know, he felt like he had been around for a minute, and, you know what I'm saying, it was praise overdue for him. And me, I felt like I was trying to be kind of like new to the scene on a solo tip, so I wanted to create a name for myself, so with his beats and my flow, you know, it was like one hand wash the other.
What age did you start rapping?
I started rapping at 12.
Hand claps.
Man,
I started rapping at 12.
Did you know that's what you wanted to do?
Nope. I mean, after I like started to really like take it serious, yeah. But I started off singing because my family on my mother's side, well, really on my father's side too, you know, they're heavy in the church. So I was like, you know, in devotion at like 5 years old.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was really like a singer. I really was just singing church a lot.
And then at 12 years old, the influence started coming in as far as on hip hop.
Yeah, from
or
my
be
older
right there,
brother.
like 10 years old or something like that.
Yeah, like from my older brother, he was an artist himself, and him and his best friends had a group called Unit 8. So just kicking it under them, you know, as they like did their little ciphers and rehearsals. I just started to adapt to it, like I want to do that too.
Influences.
Jay-Z, like I say, my big brother, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Hood Life and Wizard, what up, though? Terse Dude, you know, Jada Kiss. I was a Lloyd Banks fan, heavy too. Shout out
Lloyd
to
Banks
that new
fan?
album.
man, he just
You
dropped
heard
it.
his new project?
Yeah, shout out to
Man.
that new
My fault,
album.
Jeff. I ain't mean-
Man, that album's nice.
And Fab, you know, always adapted to a lot of New York rappers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The whole Dipset. You feel me? I was more Dipset than like No Limit or Cash Money.
No Slum Village?
Yeah, Slum. But it took me, like, when it came to the Detroit scene, it took me to have to go back to learn my history. And it was because I was becoming more a part of the underground.
Okay.
So being around actual, you know, real artists like, you know, Super MC, Sonny Cartel, Patience, you know, having little conversations with him, you know, just around those type of artists,
Wow.
Merch, you know, it just made me go back and just actually, you know what I'm saying, learn the history so I can represent and do it right as, you know, we moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm a. Can I pick up with P Dot? Now, P Dot,
What's up?
female MCing. Well, I just be like, MC as an MC, female or male
I
or
appreciate
whatever.
that.
Let's talk about your influences. Who's your top 5?
Well, I females are my top 5. Like I had a real big taste for the West Coast sound.
Okay.
Like it was Rage. You know what I'm
you
saying?
took the words right out
And
of
then
my
I
mouth.
went down south. It was Mia X.
Yeah.
Came back up and like New York artists. Like I respected. I liked the way they covered up themselves. They had bars and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they was part of my influence. But as far as my sound go, it was Rage.
Yeah.
You know, I really, when I heard her, I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
she
she
and a
nice.
whole crew full of beasts, and she stood out,
Yeah.
stayed covered up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got her respect off top. Like, you know, I knew at the point that I wanted to be an artist I wanted to be an artist to be respected.
Right.
For my bars
Is
and
that-
not my body.
that's-
Like
that's
it's
very-
easy to show myself off. I want to listen to me.
That's man. There we go. That's because one thing I said, and I get a lot of disagreements when I talk about female MCing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, you ain't got to pull off your clothes and dye your hair and do all that.
It's the now thing. It's,
Right.
because it was working for another female artist.
uh-huh.
Everybody started mimicking pretty
Right.
much instead of just staying to their
Right.
original self and, you know, telling their own story. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? This is me.
Right.
Let me tell you something. My mom, grandmother, all the women in my family, they would not have that even if I wanted to. They'd be like, no, we don't do that.
Right.
We don't do that. You ain't about to represent me like that.
I like that.
Even if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I could boss up and take a picture every blue moon.
Right.
You know, like here y'all go. But no,
You talk that shit though in the rhymes.
I
though.
mean, I can. You know
Right,
what?
right.
But listen,
I
it's
heard
just
on that solo album. I heard a couple of records now.
it's just to show that I can. For the people who were trying to say that I couldn't get on the sexy side and trying to say that I'm just raw, I'm just street, I'm just this.
Right.
But I'm a woman at the end of the day.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I do all of that. I do everything that they talk about. I just don't talk about it. I just don't. That ain't all. I got my vocabulary is much wider than that. Like,
That's
I don't just
it.
talk about sex. Like, I can do that easy. It's nothing.
Right.
So, but as a female artist, you know, you gotta demand respect. So I had to bar up. You know what I'm
Any
saying? I had to come out
Detroit female MCs?
yeah, Boss. You know what I'm saying? Miss Corona.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know what I'm
man,
saying? Miss
Corona.
Murder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got some women that out here was getting it in. You know.
Miss Corona especially.
Smiley, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I was young though, but Smiley, you know, she used to be on Schoolcraft. You know, when I used to be going skating at Detroit Roller Wheels, she used to be rapping and stuff in there when I was little.
Man.
You
Yeah,
know,
Miss
so I used
Corona.
to see that. Yeah.
I met Miss Corona in South by Southwest.
Yeah, Miss Corona is real,
Oh.
real cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
Yeah.
real.
And we
Yeah.
met like we did a show with like the Midwest Takeover, and we met a lot of people from other places throughout the Midwest,
Yeah.
Ohio, Detroit, a lot of
Yeah.
Detroit.
dope.
Detroit was representing out there. You know what I'm
So-
saying?
So let's go into another record.
Alrighty.
You want to you want to choose this one or
I-
You said Evil Eyes.
Evil
I'm with
Eyes.
it.
Let me ask. Who did do all your beats?
It's in-house producers. We don't reveal. You know, we just say it's Dot Gang. So it's all of us as a collective. Like, you know, they gonna be remain anonymous.
Oh, in the background.
hand claps?
Man, I like that. Get into Evil Eyes, man. Let's do it.
Hit that.
Oh, she got to turn that up.
Well, we can get Hen in here. After Hen, we gotta get ready to bounce in a minute.
Okay.
Come on, Hen.
Listen. Raised in the 80s, baby. Memory got me tossing crazy. Uncles on that herb got me lazy. Flipping joints all rolled up. Different women all days. You swear they my aunts. A young fly nigga, man. Ass nigga. Papa Roller Stone. Mama at work, steady sneaking hoes in the home. It was all a secret till I learned that shit was wrong. Getting called daughter. Met some bitches that I barely know. Mama staying loyal. 10 tall, 10 toes. Daddy loving mama. Just can't stop fucking with the hoes. It was all good a week ago. Yeah, it was all good a week ago. It's a chick at the door. Mama flip. Popsy had to go. That was the end of this happy home. Since then, he be here and gone. I'd rather have you here, but you always gone.
Stupid ass niggas, man. Damn. No disrespect to Pop, though. That shit deep right there, you know what I'm saying? I salute you. For real, like, but I'm just saying, man, I can't even put myself in them shoes. But it's kind of like, you know, it's a balanced thing on both sides, you feel me? I can only tell you from, you know, my perspective and my experience. Listen. I heard the eyes never lie. It's the window to your soul. Still should look you in the eyes and straight tell you a lie. Looking good with them angel eyes, the one Sinatra sang about. Gave my nigga head and stole all the change out his couch. Pretty petty if you ask me, but come to find out, a nigga got it worse up the street. Man, I can talk about so much when it comes to these freaks, but I'd rather keep it nice and discreet. But on the other hand, it's all a part of living. I know a lot of strippers do it all for their children. Bust a nut on your dick, straight shit on your feelings. Tip a nigga to the stash that you keep in the ceiling. Think she like you when she really like stealing. Be careful with a superwoman, quick to turn villain. Body mad appealing. Compliments of a style, quick to drive a nigga wild with a sexy profile. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but we all know the rest of that quote, nigga. Low self-esteem, so she got a sucking stroke, nigga. Plus, she so stale like a broke swisher. She be your friend in your time of need. Put the knife in your back and with her evil eyes watch you bleed. Ride or die, but she quick to leave. Think she aim to please when her aim is greed. I know it.
Mouth closed, eyes, ears open, soak the game. Uncle smoked out, buddy from that way. Learned the 1st and 15th equals payday. Burner on fire, flee. Payday. These niggas go more nuttier than paydays. They them boys that come and get it. Mix a transition. Good for the eyes, 2021 visions. Pandemic couldn't slow me, 2021 missions. I put it on the floor, my 2021's hitting. The risk submerged in this water, it's a baptism. Under dark skies, do say sipping. Ice wood on the blaze, keep me light dipping. About to tear the whole city down. Demolition.
Damn. But shit, it ain't really much to say after that. Shit. I'ma go ahead, man, and turn it in for the night, man. You got my mind going after that, like. But I holla.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
With P. Dot and 3269 Chise. We now joined by DJ Henhouse.
My man Henhouse.
The
What's good?
motherfucking Detroit legend right there.
Hey man, listen. Excuse me, I got some food in my mouth. Thank you for the. I really appreciate that. Excuse me for smacking and all that shit. But what's going on, brother?
Ain't nothing happening.
Man, 100 years, man. Like,
I know, right?
what? Damn.
I know.
We still out here,
And
huh?
you leading the youth right here and everything now, yeah?
And man, all I'm saying is I'm just trying to play my position out here now. You know.
How many strip clubs you got, man?
Actually,
Get to the
truthfully,
real shit, nigga. How many strip
about
clubs
this?
you got now?
You
And
went right into it.
a lot of people don't know that
Okay.
I officially retired as a strip club DJ
Hand claps.
after 33
Air
years.
horns.
33 years in adult entertainment, I've retired from DJing in a strip club. However,
Why? Real quick, why?
well, it's been time to kind of pass the torch along,
Okay.
you know, and considering that I done been in management as far as the clubs and all of that, you know, it's like I said about rapping. You know, if you still doing the same thing you was talking about 25 years ago, then you ain't showing no evolution. You ain't showing no growth. So
Right.
I'm still doing that, and they still at the same struggle. And I'm saying, y'all can't get y'all. That's a whole other conversation. We won't go into that. But
Gotcha.
He said,
long story short, I'm here though. I'm still working. TNA DJs. We in a rebuild station right now because I'm going after some of the younger DJs that are coming through the strip clubs now. So
Okay.
trying to get them in a space where they'll know how to capitalize really on the opportunity that they got. I mean, they up against a lot with the streaming platforms and all that, but you can't get away from the DJ being in the club.
Now, you have how many coalitions are you part of, if I can ask?
Truthfully, the only organization I'm a part of is the Detroit TNA DJs,
Okay.
which is mine for 30 plus years.
How many DJs is in there?
Collectively right now, probably about 13 across the country.
Okay, we need to talk
But-
man, after
right.
it's over with. Okay,
Right.
All right, go ahead.
But I'm affiliated with all the DJ organizations because of relationships that have been built over the years, such as ours.
Right.
So I don't feel necessarily that I have to be a part of any organization at this point.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of pointless because the relationships that I got, I have, and they good. Just shout out to the core DJs. I was just down there in Atlanta for the core DJ event, which was huge. You know what I mean? It was a huge event.
Right.
And it was cool because it was their 15-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot of old familiar faces who, hey, good to see you. Yeah, after
Yeah.
COVID, everybody on the same move now. You know what I mean? It's take advantage of, which is why I'm out with them. Like, come on, let's go knock on a few doors. And just like you said earlier, he called you on the phone not even knowing that I know you when he said his name. I said, oh, watch this.
Yeah.
You know.
Henhouse, we go way back. We go, I mean, way back. You know.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing about it. It's those little situations right there where you like, it's about humbug. He don't even know that. I don't know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know this is on the schedule. But as soon as he said it in the car, I'm like, oh, that's my man.
Yeah. So yeah, we
Here we are.
definitely got to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeff is a, tell him your credentials real quick, Jeff.
And I'm going to enjoy this fish while you do that.
20 plus years DJing. I'm part of the Soul Selected DJ organization. Got an album.
How long?
What?
How long you been a Soul Selector?
Whew. Since the beginning. Since about it started in 2005.
Yeah.
And I've been there since the jump. Got an album out. I just dropped one called Late Night Experience God Family Music. Late Night Experience 2 God Family Music. It's out right now. All Chicago MCs.
That's
The
what's
only
up.
one that's outside of Chicago is my man Jeremy Hines from Houston.
So when the next album comes, you gotta get P Dot and Chise on that.
Let's
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
it. Let's
What's
get it.
crazy is that I'm working on a remix project for Late Night 2. And some of the records I'm gonna do remixes. So man, I got you.
Okay.
Actually, I'm definitely doing I've been getting a lot of hits for Amazing Part 3 with all the female MCs.
And
Oh,
P
that'd
Dot
be
gotta
dope.
get on that one.
Man,
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
dope.
gonna have to get you on there,
Oh,
man.
yeah, I'm ready. I'm
and-
always ready.
And just to clarify the thought is that relationships is everything.
Period.
Right.
Word to the
The
wise.
main thing.
In this industry, in the industry that we in, whether it's on the indie level, whether it's on the major level, relationships is everything. Now it's a relationship built between me and Brandon now. You know what I'm saying? Where we're gonna be able to talk back and forth, text each other, and call each other, along with his partner over there, who's in the cut and remains quiet and everything. But that's I like that. Shout out to him. But I'm saying, artists, you got to understand it. And I'm talking in general. Relationships is everything. You can't fuck up no relationships here. Now it's relationships built. Now you got a hen house with Detroit DJs. You got Jeff the Illest. They're gonna be able to trade records back and forth. They're gonna take the 3269 Chise and the P Dot record. They're gonna take it, and Jeff gonna start spinning it in the clubs where he's at. Next year's a Lil Uzi set that he do, Lil Uzi verse set. Our engineer over there, who's studio we in, DJ Gemini Jones over there, one of the top DJs in the city of Chicago.
Period.
I'm sorry, I say female, but
Period.
she's
No
one of the
gender.
top
Salute.
DJs in the city of Chicago and in the Midwest.
Hello.
Period.
You all got to build that relationship. You as artists got to build that relationships outside of what Brandon and what your other co-CEO and what Hen does. Y'all got to build relationships with her and with Jeff. You know what I'm saying? So we can keep the cycle going and keep things going and everything,
Exactly.
and get these records spin and played and everything. I know you all got to do shows tonight, and you on promo. Where you going to next?
We're going to Gary and Indianapolis
Naptown. When are you going?
Man.
When is Gary? What's the date on Gary?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Both of them tomorrow.
And Indianapolis is when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We going both spots.
Okay. You all
Man.
been to Gary before?
Not me.
Not me.
Now, you been to Gary? Been to Gary before?
Oh,
All right,
man.
cool.
Buckle your seatbelt.
Yeah.
it's ratchet.
Yeah.
It's ratchet to Gary.
Gary
That
is-
part
It is ratchet.
Gary
huh?
is like a real big open space.
It's
just open.
way open.
Open.
Indeed.
We talking about open lots, and open lots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after Naptown, then what?
Go back to Detroit. We got a show in Detroit, and then we go to Cleveland.
You
Man.
been there to Cleveland before?
Yeah, I used to live in Cleveland for like a couple years.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cleveland
How you like
got
Cleveland?
that. Cleveland
I
got
actually liked it. I mean, being from Detroit, shoot, I was able to fall right in and
Man.
get to the paper.
Man, they got their own scene in Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different in
Yeah,
Cleveland.
it's
My
very
family's originally
different.
from Cleveland, yeah.
Hey man, so I gotta give a shout out to my man Melisha Baz, also core DJ Melisha Baz. So, when I come to the side, gotta say what's up to him. Shout out to Family Den. Also for my Chicago family, y'all get ready. Y'all know I do the tailgate party down here, Detroit versus Chicago. So October 2nd and 3rd we'll be down here. Hopefully we can hook up with y'all.
all day.
come on
We doing
down,
a party
come
somewhere.
Come mess our neighborhood
You know what
up.
I'm saying? We're gonna do a party somewhere.
Yeah,
Probably
let's
over
do
the
that.
Family
Yeah,
Den or something like
sweet.
that. But I want to do that. I'm letting
like
you
the
know
Family
now.
Den on
Oh
on-
yeah,
on
man.
Stony
I
Island?
roll with them. I roll with them every
You do?
time. Yeah, every time we come in here. Shout out to my man Devo. It's my people. So you know,
Good
man, we
people.
get-
Good
yeah.
people.
Good
That's
people.
good.
Detroit versus
Good
Chicago. We be down here for that. I bring a couple of buses this year, so
bring a
and it's
couple
gonna
buses?
be
I know because last
absolutely.
year was COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
everybody ready to
what's
get
up.
out. I done already started my promo for it, which is why I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Let my Chi-Town family know we'll be here again.
So
man.
do they come up there and party with you up
Absolutely,
there?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Me and Melissa Bass been working on that for a couple of years, and I'm trying to expand it to a couple other spots. We're talking about Atlanta this year too, because I just been one of the owners of one of the cigar bars down there. She kind of plugged in with a few of the Atlanta Falcon people or whatever. So, and that's gonna be the day after Christmas. So we're gonna see how it work out.
Dot, not too many people mention Rage.
That's my girl.
Not too many people mention Rage whatsoever.
Well, unless you're from Highland Park, Michigan, if you're from Highland Park, y'all talk about her.
What I'm saying? I understand what you're saying. I get you. She's from there. I thought she's from
She
LA.
got no. She is. She just got ties there. That's all.
when you hear female rappers, when they spit, they talk, Foxy, Kim,
Yeah.
Latifah, or
Roxanne
Light.
All Light.
Shantae.
Nobody's, Shantae too.
Yeah.
Nobody says Rage. Interesting. Chise, you said Fabulous.
Yeah.
Not too many people mention the name Fabulous. You know, everybody goes to Jay-Z. You said Fab.
You said Jadakiss too.
Yeah, I mean, people say Kiss too.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't say Fab like I rock with Fab. Where I'm going with this is these are the MCs that you all personally like and bought their music.
Yes.
And that was just the beginning of the list.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many people are just coming up, and I would gravitate to.
Detroit is, from my vantage point, Hen, Dot, Chise, Jeff the Illis, the sound somewhat is mirroring West Coast. Oakland. Am I wrong or am I right for saying such?
I would say it's kind of borderline. And here's me, 30 plus years in the game. I remember a time when we had that many Detroit records.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I mean, out of that, we had that many that were quality Detroit records.
Okay.
Now, you got a shitload of Detroit records.
Man.
From all over. Like, it's mad explosion of Detroit records.
Man. I just bought an album at the top of the year, Apollo Brown. The whole album, Detroit.
And the thing about it is, when we go back for me, and I'm dating myself a little bit. I remember a time when being in the city of Detroit, where all you heard was Motown records. You know what I mean? That's all you heard, and you was running into the Motown artists pretty much at every bend. Now in Detroit, the clubs, impressively enough, as hard as we fought to get the Detroit music going, it's going now. You hear 75, 80% Detroit records in the clubs. The only clubs that's playing national records are your downtown clubs or your higher end situations.
Okay.
Outside of that, everything else, all the mom and pop bars, shout out to Friends and Teresa's and all these spots all over the city.
Wow.
East Side, West Side, Ray's Boom Boom Room, they all playing Detroit records.
No lie.
And it's huge. It's very huge for the movement.
Hand
You know what I
claps
mean?
to that.
Yeah.
Very huge for the Detroit side. And especially, again, by me being from the DJ aspect. You know what I mean? Because it's able for me to sit back. I can think back to when Dave's Loaf record was taken off. And I'll never forget being in Washington, D.C. and Trey Songz and Chris Brown was doing an after party. I think it was one of the black colleges, homecoming. I think Howard homecoming, whatever, one of them. The Try Me record came on. Chris Brown was singing the record word by word, word for word, videoing and everything. I recorded it like I couldn't believe it. Like in every spot that we hit, we was on a little tour, but every city that we was going into, the record was playing, and I was like, oh, we really got the country attention now.
Yeah, we do.
Like we really got the country attention. Shout out to I Swear Vezel. I seen him do the Breakfast Club the other day or yesterday, whatever that was.
Yep, yes,
and for him to be on there as an independent.
Yeah.
Yep.
As an independent, that was huge.
Now I will say this: when I listen to the album, and I know we about to get ready to wrap up soon because you all got to get to the show.
Yeah.
When I listen to the album and I listen to your previous projects, and you all are grouped in with the current wave of hip hoppers and rappers, right? There's no auto-tune on that.
Period.
Don't need it.
I can understand what the fuck you rapping about.
Yeah, don't need
Said
it.
I
that.
can't do
I
Message.
can understand what the fuck they're rapping about.
I said
Message.
that.
I can't do it.
I said
Yeah,
that.
don't need it.
Can you hear me
Don't
now?
I can't do it.
Right.
There's no auto-tune. I mean,
Message.
I can't do
And
it.
I said if they have a balanced album.
Yeah.
They got the Trap Cats covered.
Hey, you gotta play
let me say this real quick. So I'll give y'all a brief story. So me and this dude, I'm judging an event, Team Money Hungry Saturdays. This dude is on the show and he do this record called Smiling Faces. And I'm like, whoa. Like, oh, okay. He ends up winning that particular night. This one, she done been brought to me several times over the years. My shout out to my man DJ Blaze, a few other cats out of the city. Like, yo, I'm telling you. I'm like, come on, I rock with her. I done seen her. She don't know I done been in a couple of spots of the scene. Like, oh, okay, I know who girl is.
Yeah.
She done been on the news. So he's like, oh, damn, I knew we know her. You know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make to that is for this to culminate to this spot right now.
Yeah.
And that being a part of Brandon.
For real.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So
shout out to Brandon.
That's the universe and the gods kind of working together to kind of bring some stuff to the table. You know what I mean? And everybody understanding what it is at this particular junction. And again, with the country opening up right now. If you don't take advantage of it now, you ain't gonna have nothing.
Man, you better
get on. Serious.
Play that Tell Me record, please. Can you cue that up real quick before we break out? I need that. I like that. That's my joint right there.
You like Tell Me?
I like Tell Me. Yeah,
Okay.
I like Tell Me.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you, Hen.
Go ahead.
Man, the Detroit DJ scene.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right, Kim James, right?
You said what?
DJ Kim James.
Yep, sir.
Yeah, that's a one, and I got a cat named the Sneaker King. I forgot his name. But the DJ scene, how is it out there?
It's pretty much like everywhere else. It's very competitive now. It used to be a time where it was I would say a lot more unity in the city, especially amongst the ranks. Throughout the strip clubs, it's really changed. That's been partially because they've allowed the club owners to kind of divide them and not recognizing and utilizing their own power and strength, which has been an ongoing issue for DJs across the country.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we like a part of the infrastructure for the clubs.
That's it.
If we lock up and say, hey, ain't shit happening.
Right.
Ain't nothing happening.
That's it.
Ain't no records moving.
That's it.
It's been proven.
Yeah.
I won't name the label that tried to do something sideways in the city of Detroit some many years ago. Said all we got to do to get records done in Detroit, all we got to do is buy them niggas some gym shoes and some chicken wings and they'll play our records. The president flew into the city of Detroit directly to meet with me, Tyrone Bradley, DJ LaRock, and a couple of other people to say, yo, listen, we sorry.
Right.
And this is just one little portion. This is one little pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if we just took our strength, black people, if we took our strength and just worked together.
Right.
Imagine the accomplishments we could have. But you can see that with them trying to stop us from voting and all that. I don't want to get into all of that. I'm just saying, if we just take these little small things for the artists, for the DJs, for the dancers, you know what I mean, for the teachers, for the police officers, all these individuals, we all just simply work together.
That's it.
Don't count mine because I can't count yours.
That's it.
If we just work together collectively and get out of each other's way and just allow whoever to lead, because everybody can't lead. Clearly, it hasn't worked.
Man, I like that.
That's what I'm sorry. I got on my soapbox for a minute.
That record ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, get that record going, man.
Tell
I'll
me
talk.
right quick.
Tell me. P. 3269. What's good?
Hey, Dot Gang.
What's up?
Yeah. Call me Island too. Chise. Someone asked me what's my vision of success. Long as I got good health anywhere, I'll be blessed. Put the G in genuine, not trying to finesse. But self-confident, no need to impress. You say more when you speak less. Trying to get my numbers right like a math test. New contract equals more contacts. Breakfast in Paris, I'm fresh off the private jet. Look, I can speak the language, so instead I let the money talk. And my word is born like a singer from New York. The watch shine bright even when it's in the dark. My time is expensive thanks to Audemars. Tomorrow I switch up to the AP through the rolling on just to play the game in HD. Two naked freaks covered up in my Versace sheets. They taste sweet like a fresh peach. Yeah, who you really do this for? How you gon' act when you really get that dough? 20,000 packed out.
sold out shows. Please just who you really do this for? How you gon' act when you really get that dough? 20,000 packed out, sold out shows. Something that I gotta know.
Yeah, I'm about to open up my world and take a peek. Landing on somebody's island, living lavishly. I'm all teeth, like Kwame, like when freedom touches feet. Breaking chains like Kamala, what's presidential me? Look at me, a crown queen from the D. Went from trapping in the streets, now my talent got me on working sprees. Entrepreneur, wreck, only work for me. I took my ownership like Nip, now it's a thing. I'm doing things people thought I can't. It's history, like when Gucci and Chise accepted an olive branch. I'm celebrating, watch your 2 steps. You gotta take the worst with the best. Nonetheless, with the sleeping on the floors, police kicking the doors. Tear out factor in the foils, me sweeping up the floors. It's like when OG couldn't fit the glove. Set him up and knock him down. Corleone with the plugs.
Yeah, who you really do this for? How you gon' act when you really get that dough? 20,000 packed out, sold out shows. Please just who you really do this for? How you gon' act when you really get that dough? 20,000 packed out, sold out shows. Something that I gotta
Yeah, that's hard.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy.
Like that.
Fire.
Salute,
Like that.
salute.
Yeah.
Fire.
I know y'all got to go. Where
Yeah.
you perform tonight?
WC
Social
Social.
Club.
Okay. With who?
Coast to Coast
Coast to Coast.
Showcase.
Okay.
Shout out to Lil Fats. Shout out to Big DM and the Shy. What's up, baby? What's up? What's
Coast to
up?
coast.
Yeah.
Come back here. Get back over here, man. Get back over here.
He
man.
said,
Get
"Come back over here,
Come
man."
on in here, big young.
Hey, last words.
Just thank you. I'm a humble guy, so I don't take no opportunity for granted. You know what I'm
Mike,
saying?
you gotta get
You,
that mic.
you didn't really know me for real, for real. Shout out to Adam Murphy, Midwest Mixtapes, for putting us together. Having him here, I know helps you see me even more, because when y'all talk, he can tell you just about how tied in and how busy I've been in the city.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm humble, so I don't really, talk too much. I just let my work speak, but we gonna build. We
Future
really gonna build.
projects with these two.
Well, they got more videos coming. Like we real heavy on the visuals, but because we invested in the tour right now and trying to keep them on the road, we took a little break from shooting videos right now. But as soon as we get done with the tour, we back to shooting videos.
Another project coming in a couple of years or a
They
year?
got
or?
they got 7 projects between them. So he
7.
got Club
Yep.
Shirley's that's
Just
just
go to the
dropped last
website.
Thanksgiving.
Yep.
She got Cody High that dropped last spring, so that's like they debut solo projects.
I'm talking about together. Okay, this is the
Coney Island 1, you can go ahead and download that for free.
Yeah,
It's
that's
down-
a free
it's-
mixtape.
okay.
Right now.
So actually, the whole Coney Island movie started Labor Day last year, and the record from that project, which was a mixtape, caught at radio this year. So you know, independent, it take like 3 to 6 months. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah, I
certain
know.
records to
Trust
pick
me.
up.
They
So-
take money too.
So it started.
That part.
It honestly started 6-8 months ago, and so Coney Island 2 was us just capturing the energy with the wave. I mean, but maybe you spreading the good cheer you spreading today, inspire them, and maybe you might get a completion to the trilogy. But right now it's just 2.
Hey, let me know, man. I'll send some beats, man.
See,
Hey.
Bombs.
Oh, shoot.
they see
Hey,
not because I've been trying to
was
stay
up
out
there
the
twinkling
studio
the
because I'm the one
manifesto.
that usually drag them to the studio.
He do, like,
so
real
I've been
talk.
trying to be good and keep them out the
Like, come
studio,
on.
but y'all speaking life into it. So
Man,
thank you.
listen, hey,
So
hey,
I got you on working a single up here. Let me know what's happening.
We locked in.
We're gonna make that happen. Hopefully you got in contact with the people that you're supposed to and everything. Hey, I look forward. I'm glad we did the connection. I'm glad you all enjoyed the Heralds.
Yeah, man. Thank
Absolutely.
You.
Shout out to Harold.
I enjoyed the Dot. I enjoyed you.
That shit
Chise, I
slap.
enjoyed
Yeah,
you. Hidden
thank
House, I love you, man.
That
Man,
shit
peace,
slap.
brothers. Much love to
Hey,
you.
Brandon and other co-CEO in the cut. I appreciate you both for coming, for bringing the artists on here. Jeff?
Can we give out our social
Wow.
media?
Yeah.
yeah,
Jeff, what you got to say before they do that?
man. I'm looking forward, man.
So in the beginning.
So, hey, hey,
I'm excited.
I told, and Jamal will tell you, I don't like a lot of shit, but Y'all shit was
Can't.
nice.
It's
Thank
impossible.
you.
Real tough.
Man.
Appreciate that.
I'm
That
glad
mean a
you-
lot.
Appreciate that.
You all done brought back this was a different podcast that I started maybe like 5 years ago, 4 years
Yeah.
ago called Ignorant Music. Now you done brought it back. And you are the
Flat
first
out.
artist to get interviewed on it. So
Okay,
hand
okay.
claps to that.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Right.
Appreciate
Claps
that.
to
Yeah. Appreciate that. That's what's
I'll take
up.
that for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Here,
good.
go
That's
ahead.
good.
Everybody drop the socials right now, please.
Go ahead, Dot.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, p.music, PDOTMUSIC. Talk to me, I talk back. Y'all can follow me on Facebook, my main page, Pamela P.Willis. I'll follow y'all right back. And tap into my website, www.dotgang.net, DOTGANG.net. That's you can get everything from the old to the new. All my projects are on there. All my videos are on there. You can get to know me, know where I came from. My bio is on there. So it's just one-stop shop. Thank y'all for having me.
Hey, what up, though? It's your boy Chise. You can follow me on Instagram at 3269Chise, CHISE, Chise D-Boy Mason on Facebook. Check out the official website, dboysound.com, all lowercase. That's what it is. D-Boy out.
Check this out, man. DJ Henhouse. Follow me on all social media platforms at DJ Hen, HEN House, HOUSE. Real simple, real easy. It's all the same across the board. Instagram is DJ Henhouse fan page. It's another DJ Henhouse. I don't know who that is, but I got a cease and desist coming for your ass. I got news for you. I put you on notice, baby. Yeah, I'm trademark official around this way, boy. Registered around the world. Yeah, I'm telling you. Somebody brought it to my attention while I was in Atlanta. Like, what? Oh, what are you talking about? It
Gee.
can't be.
There's only
We
one
got
in
it.
house.
It's only one.
Only one here.
Only one. I'm taking claim for that.
Okay.
Appreciate you having me, my brother. We definitely gonna work.
You can follow me at Grind Life 313. Brandon Scarborough, real name, no gimmicks.
Hey, I'm at King Bula, Jamal Shabazz, Jeff,
Chef Dallas all the way around.
all the way around. Thank you. Hand claps,
It's a world.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Shout out.
man.
Appreciate y'all.
air horns.
Real.
What up, though?
Our cousins Detroit is in the building.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's right. Always.
Coney
living.
Island 2.
Yes, sir.
Chili and
right.
cheese on everything.
On
Everything.
everything.
Bombs!
My God.
Give me a, you got any song queued up to go out with?
I wanna be sad.
Oh, y'all want to listen to Swerve. That's how y'all feel?
I wanna get paid. When you can't fit. I wanna be sad. When you can't fit. I wanna get paid. Yeah. Build your ass up and do that Optimus Prime. Don't need my ass to tease out to be the Optimus Dime. You never know, I might just pop through and shine. Cause my purple pants are matching you, my Optimus grind. Meg style on the knees. I ain't trying to sound brash. But everything you give me, I'm gon' add it to the stash. Cause all I really gotta do is hit you with some ass. And everything I spin, you gon' put it all back. Yep, you want my time to say that. With some leg, with some head, gotta pay for all that. I had you on the phone, you wasn't saying all that. Smoke pump and call my feelings hit. I'm straight on all that. Where you came back. Huh. I wanna be sad. Where you came back. I wanna get paid. When you can't fit. I wanna be sad. When you can't fit. I wanna get paid.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm the nigga that she chose. Fuck her now, she won't go. Why you still here, ho? What you bring to the table besides Captain Crunch? Thinking I'ma save you, got your panties in a bunch. You got a lot of needs and I got a lot of wants. Just follow my lead, let's create some income. Young and dumb, full of cum. I can work with that. I see potential in them legs. Ever work the track? Ha, you can do it, put your back into it. If you ever try to play me, I'll smack you stupid. I ain't trying to mislead, but ain't no need to beg me. When you got $1 million right there between your knees, I tell a bitch, please, it's pimping in my blood. Chilling with some grown women drinking at floods. Can't smoke for the love, trying to catch a free buzz. Rather